One of the roads, if you really wanna see what it does, Broadway between Upham and McMillan, go up and take a look at that, drive slow. It was put on that road the year after it was paved. When you look at it, look at the road and look at the driveway approaches. The driveway approaches are the same mix as what's on the road, they were all done at the same time. You'll see the difference just by looking at them. The ones that people didn't seal or whatever, totally, they look totally different. The Reclamite works.
So how does that compare to like slurry seal?
Slurry seal is just like painting a road.
Or
It's
like
not worth your money.
blacktop driveway or whatever?
Well, on a blacktop driveway, yeah, you could do it on a blacktop driveway because there isn't that much traffic on it.
Right.
But on a road, you wanna do it, you wanna treat it different.
Is
Really
it the
do.
only road?
And
I
that's
think
why-
that's
One
enough.
for right now. But
Plans are
we need to
fluid.
call it meeting.
You know, surface treatment plans and all that stuff, they're fluid, you have to be able to adjust them. And you gotta keep an open mind when you're doing this stuff.
All right, let's call the meeting to order and rise to the pledge. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, John.
Rod?
Here.
Nicole?
Here.
Dave? Carolyn?
Here.
Deb?
Here. Thought you were gonna be late, Nicole. You never let me know.
The football game got done early, and they won.
I knew
So,
she was gonna be here.
All right, we're going to amend the budget. We have a list of everything under each expense. So what we need to do is go through and see if we need to change anything and put it someplace else.
That's
All
why
right.
you.
So we're on the first sheet, and the first one would be 51100-01.
so I have a question on that one with the liquor license. Is that for like us to post it, or what is that for?
Yeah, that would be the cost to publish it in the newspaper.
And do we have to publish it in the newspaper? We do.
Yes.
Okay, I didn't know if we could publish it elsewhere, but, no, okay.
Anybody else have any questions on that one?
So what were you saying now initially?
If, we're gonna go through these and see if any of them need to be changed, to
Yeah.
make sure they're under the right accounts.
But you just said the first number here and then what?
Then we'll move down to the next seven numbers. So, then we'll go down here. Printing and postage.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
power fines, John, is that where you want it? And then you got.
Yeah, all of these are where I want them, because that's where I put them.
Yeah,
So take,
so far.
Good answer.
Well, I was thinking that you said there was a change.
No,
Okay.
if we decide to make any changes, we're gonna go through.
Okay.
Because otherwise, we don't have a true picture for when we start doing budget workshops.
Yeah.
Okay? Let's see.
So- okay.
What'd you have?
I think I'm ahead of you, so I'm just waiting to get.
Board expense?
Yep, that's where I'm at.
Okay.
So I think that 1313 was like keys or something, maybe? Do you know what that was? Do we want to put that under board expense? Like, I'm talking about myself, I don't know what
What
everybody
was
else
it
did.
for?
I think
Where?
it was keys. $13.13. I mean, it's peanuts in the whole scheme of things, but
Well, did you pay for it and then get reimbursed or?
I think so, but I don't think it should go under board expense. Shouldn't it go under parks then?
Right.
Yeah,
Probably.
but I want to make sure.
Was it Parks keys though, or was it keys for the board?
Well, the board didn't get any keys, I didn't from Nicole.
No, it would have been the
It
park
would have
fund.
been for the,
Yeah.
I think it went to that because that was the only, line item for board, like, because it was reimbursed on your paycheck.
I mean,
So
again,
so-
we're splitting hairs, but in reality,
you need to know where it needs
Yeah.
to go. So how do you want, you don't want to do a motion for each one of these? How about if we keep track of them, John? and put this one under parks?
I would say so, because it was keys, assuming it was keys. I'm pretty sure it was. Because all I bought was keys and stain and some cleaning stuff, so it's one of those three.
Well, and that wouldn't really be $13.
No. It would probably would have been from Miller's, if I'm guessing, right?
That was that six-pack of Bush Lights you bought me when I was mowing for.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, I feel like if that is truly keys, it should go under parks.
Right.
And I don't know what your other expenses were, if those are accurate or not in that category.
Well, that Wisconsin Towns Association, ooh, is that going up?
Terribly.
Hmm.
What are we paying for with all that? I have an extra one.
Thank you.
You don't get the pretty colors, but
Oh, that's all right. Well, look,
you can
I'll
share.
move on.
that's good. Bruce, you want to see two?
No. I don't understand those.
What is Wisconsin Towns for, John, do you know?
I'm still looking to see what the $13.15 for key reimbursement.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that should go under parks.
So just under parks expense?
Give me a second, let me go look here, should be under, got 9 per pages, so give me a second here. I think it was in the 5,200, right, February? Here we go.
What do we want to, if
She
we
just
know
wants-
that's where it is. That's just where it should go.
Yeah, I
I
just,
think he's looking for an account number.
yeah. Do we wanna put it under buildings and grounds?
Under the
There's-
park?
Yeah, under the park, or do you guys think it should go somewhere else? Well, probably not under, well. I'm trying to find the right category, sorry, there's a lot of pages here. I wish I could do like Control F and it would just take me to a paper. Probably the last page, I bet, yeah.
Or close to it? Second to the last, no, page, oh, that's 1, 3. That's just a different section. Third one from the bottom.
Oh, 5,200?
Yeah,
Is that one, are we thinking that's where it should go?
I think so.
Just under 55200 parks?
Yeah.
Okay.
05, the expense.
Yeah. So, John, it should go to 55200-05.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna have to move. Yeah, that's all in the right spot, I think. Okay, back to the page 1, right?
Yeah.
So, Wisconsin Towns is good? We agree?
Well, I was just kind of curious, what are we all paying for on that one? But I suppose we can look at that during budget when we do the workshop.
Oh, yeah.
I'll just circle that for later.
I think you have dues,
Yeah, I don't,
and I don't know what that is.
well,
Yeah.
what she wants to know.
It's for the monthly newsletter.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure that it's for
Oh, it's
the,
our magazines.
it's our
and what
dues
have
to
you.
belong there so that we can,
It just seems like it really went up a lot, doesn't it?
Because it used to be 500, didn't it?
Right around in there.
Yeah,
So, anyway, then we got mileage for the board. And then the board,
so it's been over $1,000 since 2019, it looks like it went up.
Oh, really? We
Oh,
pay it
no.
all at one time, or do we pay it in like installments?
We paid all at one time. It looks like, the $500 one was the TAC. In 2019, we were a member of that, I guess. It was like in 2018 as well. Dollar Advocacy Council or something.
Oh.
That's the one we went to, it's Steve's Point.
In 2019, the dues were $1,041.50. 2020, they were $1,155. 22, they were $1,214.
so it just
23, $1,265, and 24, $1,310. So it's going up like
keeps going up. Well, I suppose the postage
$50
on,
a month.
on everything.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a question on board salary. Do you have the social security and Medicare on each one of those wages in there? The town's portion? Come on, Rod, get involved, wake up.
I'm awake. I'm listening, chime in when I should.
I believe that goes to a different account. Just the,
But yet it is included in like yours and Donna's salary, right? On our budget?
Oh, the FICA, yeah.
Yeah. So I guess my question is, why isn't it for the rest?
that's how it was when I assumed the accounting system.
So-
I haven't made any substantive changes to
Right,
any of this.
So is that something we need to do going forward?
I believe so, because I think, what was it, back in 2015, the auditors had said to add on our, because it says right here, board salary with FICA, and we don't have the,
All of the FICA goes to, it's a payroll expense line item down at the bottom of the profit and loss, budget to actual.
okay, so it's not in here?
No, so when I do the financials for the Form C and for the newsletter, I take that and I put it to, you know, like I calculate what percentage of salaries is in which category, and then I distribute this based on that.
Okay.
So it gets recorded as an expense, it's just not showing up in that thing. I'm not quite sure how to do that.
Divide by .9235.
No, I'm not sure how to put it into, like, modify the accounting system to put it into that.
Oh, I
into
see
that.
what you're saying.
To me, it's inconsequential, it's not making a difference in the budget to actual at the end of the day, and it's reported accurately when we report on the Form C and the
In the next
financial
one.
statements to the annual meeting, so.
But you must have, what was it, I think I seen $8,000 just hanging out there.
There's $8,062 in the payroll expense line item.
Well, to me, that should be, if it's listed on here as board salary with FICA, it should be included in there.
Okay, I will research to how to, I can't make any guarantees on when that will get implemented, but
Right, but I'm just saying that we need to include that, at least under each category, you know, what the payroll expenses, if you want to do it just a separate line under each, you know, like the board salary is, this is what payroll taxes are,
okay.
add a line there, then we know.
Yeah.
So, that's just my thought. Anybody else?
Yeah, better get Mike off of it.
Well, good luck with that.
No, I don't mean not pay it, I mean just don't have it on
Oh,
the, just have it as
Well, then
board
it's
salary
still-
then, and then,
it still should go under the category where it belongs. You know, it's part of the payroll, so,
well, I mean, if we have a separate item for FICA, then extractable, then, whatever, I mean,
It's just kinda hanging out there as the way it is right now. So it should be categorized under the board salary. This is how much your FICA is or for, well, like Donna's and John's is built right into theirs, so. It was, figured out that way, so. All right, let's go to page 2. Legal, any questions there? Pretty stinky.
Not for me.
Newsletter,
I assume that the fall newsletter will fall in that same bucket then?
Yeah.
do we know how much that was or no?
I think we have the bill, I don't remember what the total cost was.
Okay. Website and internet.
So, in February, there was the phone email with the card member services. What,
You got a lot of them.
yeah, what is that? Like, are we paying the phone bill with it? Like, what?
What are you asking?
She's asking what this card member services is.
Yeah, I'm on the bottom of page 210.
Okay.
So there's 186, and then there's 109, and then there's 50 and 50, like,
And $6 and
Yeah.
$6. I understand the phone bill for like T-Mobile, but with all the $6 and the 109 and,
The $6 is for the phone, the $50 is for the internet.
oh, it's just, okay. I think the card member service threw me off. That's, okay, I see.
so that's where the 106 and 109 fit in there too?
So the 180 for clerk phone was, oh no. So the clerk phone, the clerk email is $6 a month. The clerk phone must be $180 annually.
Okay.
And then what is T-Mobile?
Internet.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, clerk wages. That one should be fine.
Yeah, that one looks good to me too.
Clerk expense. That's just your cell phone, basically, John.
And checks.
And payroll would be the Intuit, right?
Yeah.
Okay, what would be card member services under your office expense?
Paper and 1099.
Oh, 1099's at the end of the year?
I'm just going off what's the
Okay.
notice, so I think that's
And
what
the
it is.
paper, yeah. And then clerk mileage, we'll get there. Election wages, we should be fine there.
Election expenses.
Election wages, they don't pay FICA, do they?
No.
Okay, you could probably take that off of theirs then. Election expense, that's all pretty self-explanatory.
Mm-hmm.
And financial administration, audit accounting for QuickBooks.
So, we had QuickBooks listed in another location too, did we not?
Yes, it payroll.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I think that's not an audit,
Okay, so we're good there, okay.
It's audit / accounting.
right? I think that should go under clerk expense.
You think so?
The office expense, it's the program.
Oh, instead of audit accounting, move into office expense,
That's what I would do.
so it should go under,
51420-03.
yep, I was just,
Can you say that again?
51420-03 under clerk expense.
are you guys okay with that? Is it,
Which one are you changing?
audit a county.
Yeah,
To put, because what this is it's software for the clerk on his computer.
For accounting, but
But it's not auditing at all.
We are.
Bottom of
okay,
page
I
5 of
have
10.
a question on one ahead of that, if I may.
What?
The check number 20199 for election expense
Yeah,
for 6767.
for election expense for Donna, I would guess that was mileage. I would guess that you probably went up and picked something up.
I have picked up for him several times for election stuff.
I'm guessing.
I did. I went and got the,
Would we want to put that under mileage then?
she picked up ballots
But it's for the election
August
stuff.
election.
Oh,
It's under election.
okay,
Yeah.
alright.
Okay, so now we're on page 6. Printing and postage. That's just for stamps.
stamps for tax bills and receipts.
Yeah, I feel like we're gonna need some more.
Unless you decide not to send all the receipts out, but we have been doing that. I know that people, you know, like it.
Oh, for mailing their receipts to them?
Anybody that goes through, you know, the first half,
Mhm.
they all get the receipt.
Right.
The county sends receipts for the second half
Yeah.
as well.
Don't you have to send a self-addressed stamped envelope?
No.
No.
No,
We've
Really?
never done that.
no.
Oh.
You don't for the county either. No.
Once in a while I get one, somebody puts it in, you know, and if it doesn't cost me any more, I send it back so they understand.
Mhm.
This is like a receipt for your taxes when you pay,
Right.
right? Oh, I've always done that,
Yeah.
because I thought you were supposed to.
No, no.
Well, you just keep right on.
Go right ahead.
Keep on
Encourage
saying that.
anybody else that wants to.
Well, the things I learned from you.
The county just sends it out,
I
you
did
know,
not
your
know
receipt
that.
and you pay it for the second half.
The second half, yeah.
But you
The
just-
City doesn't even require that.
Well, maybe we should.
We used to. It used to be that way, Nicole.
Yeah, okay, see, so I'm not completely losing
No,
it.
no, you're not delusional.
Okay, treasurer's expense, any questions on there? Donna, did you wanna change anything on any of that?
No,
What's the service charge, oh, what's the service charges?
Bank service charge,
Thanks.
For,
just banking.
They send, okay, especially during tax season, if I make a certain number of deposits, they have a service charge. I can only go up to so many.
oh, so many checks,
Yeah,
okay.
so many, so then they'll give me a service charge. That's the only time they do that.
I know they holler at me too.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. So other
They
than,
do, they charge you, cause I get it.
yeah.
I never do.
You probably don't have that many checks to deposit.
I write checks all the time.
Hundreds?
No, deposits. That's what happens. Office expense, just envelopes.
So,
Yeah, there won't be as many probably this year, because I bought a few extra last year, so I don't need to
So-
adjust them.
why wouldn't we put binder clips and rubber bands in that same category as envelopes?
Yeah, well, you got treasurer expense and treasurer office expense. Yeah, I would think that should all eliminate one of them.
Yeah, I think so too, I think if we
Put it all
eliminate,
under one.
yeah. I would say move the one that's.
By
in
itself.
Yeah, 520-03 to 0.
Because I mean, it's all the same thing anyway.
Yeah,
They must link to it because it's not on.
Well, you got an
Synopsis budget.
O2 and an O3.
Yeah, they run together already.
Yeah. But if you put it all under O2, you eliminate a line
That, yeah,
on your paperwork. Yeah,
well, no, but on your
Well, on the
budget.
On
revised
your
budget
budget,
that we
too.
sent out,
yeah.
the O3 line is gone.
Yeah,
It's just
it-
the O2.
They just blend it.
oh,
It blends, just so that he can keep track of which is which.
But they all go to O2. There's no O2.
So the mileage that's listed under here for you, Donna, is different than the mileage that was expensed for the election?
Yeah,
Election goes to his department.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure, okay,
Going to the counties for my stuff is under mine.
got it, okay.
right. Treasuries. Treasurer's salary with FICA, that's all built in. Next
Built
page.
together.
Assessor. Do we have to pay what's her face this year? I can't think of her name ever.
Becky or
Beth,
Beth,
Yeah.
thank you.
no,
No.
Not until next year.
we actually are without, an assessor currently.
Mm-hmm.
Hers starts on January 1 and CJ's ended on June 30th.
Right. Okay.
I'm quite confident that either of them would help us out if we needed assessing services, but no, we don't have to pay for anything yet.
Okay. Town hall expense?
So mower washer, I'm not sure why that would hit the town hall.
Do
Because,
the lawnmower fund.
yeah, but this is the town hall, so why would it hit here? That's what I'm thinking it should be in a different category, right?
Like under parks?
I'm thinking so. Because everything else makes sense, like the flag, there's cleaning supplies here, Tom fixed the door knobs and there's keys for this. But I don't know how the mower and washer fit in for this building.
Well, there's, some of this grass is the town halls. I mean, unless you wanna say the town hall doesn't have any grass, that's okay, I mean.
But
It's
my one,
Mower
up there,
washer.
so, but
What is a mower washer?
Yeah.
I don't know.
What is it?
Isn't it the washer that Rod used to fix the handle thingy so it would go faster and slower? Isn't
No.
that, no? Okay.
I believe it's probably a reassured shell thing. We don't
It's
know.
from May
Yeah, this is-
10th, whatever it was.
More.
Is that when we had the maintenance done on it and we had that 500 some odd dollar fee on
No, no, that wouldn't be.
Must have needed a washer or something.
That's so expensive washer.
How much is it?
$54.96.
it? It doesn't make sense to me. Like, to me, I feel like it should fall into the park.
Well, we can throw it in the park.
It was for a mower tune-up and a washer for the mower.
Oh, washed it, fixed it.
No, a washer.
A washer.
A
So the-
washer.
And-
That whole
Not,
Yeah,
not
the
this
washer.
washer, it's
No,
all
the
around.
handle fell off.
Right.
So the whole tune-up was like 500 some odd dollars, was it not?
Was maintenance.
$486.51.
Yeah, some odd dollars like that. So you must have split it all out?
He did, because he took some of that out of our buildings and grounds budget
Yeah.
for our
So,
portion.
but this should go under parks.
I think so. I don't think it should go under the town hall expense. That's just my opinion. And I should write down
I
the
think we
charge
should
number.
load that park expense.
It should go to 55200-05, if you ask me. It's the page
Yeah,
30 in the back.
55200, right?
Yeah, -05, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maintenance.
Well, you need to have a true picture of what everything is costing you.
Right,
Otherwise, how in the heck are you gonna budget at the end of the year?
okay. So the town hall utilities, that's, looks okay to me. For the building not being used a lot, we sure pay a lot for this building, in those utilities and
Old.
energy.
Mighty old.
Well, they're supposed to go up again, so hang on to your shorts.
Good thing I have paints on. All right. Wages. So this is under,
Buildings and grounds. Now, this was all mowing, am I correct?
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay. So that is coming out of, whose account? It's not under parks.
Town hall expense. This is the town hall category.
think this one should also move.
That should be under parks.
Yeah,
Which many moving?
The buildings and grounds wages
Okay.
to the parks, because that's mowing.
mowing.
I mean, the fire department is broke out, am I correct?
Yes,
Okay, that one you get charged for already,
correct.
Mhm,
but this one is under buildings and grounds,
mhm,
and it should be under parks.
mhm.
So the whole amount, John,
Okay.
should go under 55200-05.
Do you want it under expenses, or do we?
Buildings and, well, he could put it under,
55200 and then create a buildings and grounds, or not buildings and ground wages, but parks wages
parks
slash.
wages.
Yeah, yeah.
So this one would have to be changed to parks wages, give it a new account number.
Yeah. That makes sense to me.
Does that make sense to you? That makes sense to everybody else?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, general building grounds other. What is that?
That's your annual tune-up.
No, that category, is that like the garage?
That would be, let's see, the mower, the trimmer, on the next page.
Yeah, so is that like more park stuff, right?
It's still up, this is all under general government.
It's all under buildings and grounds. General buildings and
But
grounds.
the parent line item is general government.
Yeah,
I guess I will speak up here. You Go to the next page, same one, but I think it's check number 26300415 for research now. Those 4 relays, that should be on highway.
okay, well then, that one to highway.
Because that was for the tractor, with the end loader, with the front loader on it and the
Mhm.
grass cutter, for the ditches.
So the $70.32 gets moved to highway, and then the mower, the steel trimmer, Weiler Enterprises, that's gas, that'd be my guess, am I correct?
So, is that gas for the lawnmower and the weed eater then? And do we need to split that out as well?
So my question is, if you split the cost for the gas out, how do you know how many gallons of gas was used on each
That's what
section?
we need to,
You're not.
that's what we need
We're
to,
never
We're not going to.
This
You
is
gotta
like
come up
any
with
other day
something.
when it went for the mowers.
You can't just charge everything to the park.
Well, I understand that,
Because-
but
That's why I had told you that one day. I swear to Christ, that lawnmower runs down there across the road. Because there was never any charges put on to the fire department for gas.
and how are you gonna do that?
I think we just need to agree on how we want to split it out. I mean, gas prices always change,
Right.
so do you take a
Well,
percentage?
what does it take? Twice as long to mow over here?
Well, at least, it's
It
like
takes
2
about-
hours over there and it's like 6 over here.
Okay, so 1/3 of the gas then should be to the fire department.
Yeah. 2/3 here.
Right.
Yeah.
So when you say here, that's the parks, like, so this side is the parks and that
That
side is the fire department,
Yeah, it's the
and
fire.
there's nothing for highway or anything like that?
No, because it should all be towards buildings and grounds or fire department, right? If it's in the gas can? Or are you taking anything for the,
Well,
Chainsaw.
you're mowing the town hall, okay?
oh, yeah.
You got basically from the septic right here, back,
Yeah,
most of it's buildings.
yeah.
How much you wanna allocate to the highway?
Your highway's got, I mean, you've got your ditch that goes basically from where the ball diamond is out to the road, and then you've got the
You got that
other
little
side
bit
of the
over
parking
there.
lot here, you've got that ditch. I mean,
Could we just dump all of the buildings and grounds wages into highway buildings and grounds, and then that increases our highway spending for like potential GTA purposes? Cause I don't know if there's a whole lot of benefit to figuring out, like, okay, we spent a gallon of gas over on the
No,
fire department.
well, that's what I'm just saying.
4 gallons over here, and you know, like, I mean, I think it's it might be better to just dump it all into one and say, this is the amount of money that it costs to maintain all of our buildings and grounds, all of the wages for
Well, you
them, all
can
of the.
combine them, but what we need it for is budgeting. We need to know what everybody's spending.
Yeah, so I'm saying that it would probably be easier if you say, okay, let's get all of the buildings and grounds expenses together to say, okay, we need, $15,000 for buildings and grounds versus the highway department needs $2,000 for buildings and grounds, the fire department needs $6,000 for buildings and grounds. Just find a parent, because like I said, it's split up. I think when I sent it out to you guys, it was an individual, like,
Categories,
there's
so that we know.
six different PDFs. That's the actual budget line items that were approved, and everything else is just child line items underneath that. So like,
I know
just
what
find-
you wanna do, John, but I'm saying for us,
I
the
think it still needs
budget,
to be, I agree, it still needs to be separate, because you
Yeah.
got light bulbs, you got, you can't take all the buildings and ground stuff and just move it into one.
no.
Lawn mowing, maybe we could, but you can't do it with everything else.
Cause we can't put the fire department's buildings and grounds over here, cause
No,
I got separate.
you got your
stuff going on.
separate stuff over there, and
Yeah.
we have to keep
I
it
get it.
separated. Dorothy?
Okay,
On the time slips, when your guys check in, do they mark where they're working?
Yeah.
Yes.
So that way you should be able to know how many hours they spend doing the park,
And
how
that's
many
what they
hours.
do.
some of them
Fire
are, some of
department.
them aren't,
Yeah.
like, sometimes they do, sometimes they don't, and
And the past parties that mowed here, I think they had a pretty good handle about how long it took to do the park, how long it took to do fire department and that.
So 1/3 of the gas, like we were talking before, that would come out about right,
Yeah,
I think,
yeah.
so.
I'll just need a copy of all of those, receipts.
Because the total we've got for Weilers is, let's see, 203, 180, there's only those two slips there, so,
Yeah, I'll just need a copy for in my budget binder over there.
yeah. So you got $384 or $85 roughly is the total. So if we put 1/3 of that under the buildings and grounds for the fire department and the rest under parks. Am I right?
Yep,
Yeah.
yep, that makes sense to me.
Okay. All right, move on to the next one. Illegal taxes, we don't have to do anything with, we'll just stay on legal. Marshfield Insurance, cyber, we're gonna look at that next year.
Do you want, should we move this under like, this might be far-fetched too. I was thinking about this, since it's mostly for like whatever John's working on, do we wanna put that under the clerk, or do we wanna leave it in his own category, it doesn't matter?
Under insurance,
Yeah.
I'd leave it under insurance,
Okay.
because I think, well, don't you get one of those too, Lori, under yours for that cyber? For the same
okay.
amount, isn't it?
Just a little bit more. He kind of broke it out, I mean, there's just like
Mhm.
17 or something like that
Okay.
that came out of our budget for the cyber insurance.
Okay, that sounds good. I just asked.
it was split 1072
Yeah.
per.
For each one, right? Okay.
Yeah.
And then you got workers' comp insurance. Who's that for? Everybody, or did you break that down, or?
The fire department has their own workers' comp insurance on our budget.
Okay. Hey, we made it through one.
We're not done yet. The
Hey.
workers' comp, is that,
I thought we'd work with that category.
not quite. I just wanna know if it's all broke down. What song is that from?
Good, the
Good,
bad,
good,
the ugly.
bad, and ugly.
The what, who?
Good, the bad, the ugly.
Oh, okay.
Number 3 of the spaghetti western.
My granddaughter used to have mine, and when I called her, she would bring the Twilight Zone.
Looks like that's the net additional premium. It doesn't specify who,
Okay, so
Like,
that's after
who
the
the-
audit?
yeah, so
Okay.
it wasn't clear who the
Right,
additional was being charged
Okay.
against.
all right, done with that section. This one, constable, should be pretty simple.
So now we're on public safety, 52000, correct?
Yep. We're on the second page of that already.
Oh, so we're done with the constable and animal control.
Right, I mean, whatever Gus Daddy had.
Yeah. Contract. So fire protection.
So I'll make this real simple for you. Jen sent me individual line items for my stuff. I went through my budget and compared it. There's only two things that should be moved.
Okay.
One of them is in line 5221107, $850 for pagers.
Hold on, just a
Hold
second, don't go
on.
too fast.
Hold on. He didn't send me the whole package, you guys got, he sent me individual, so I didn't have to.
Okay, 52210, what?
5221107, gear.
Okay,
Eight-
and which amount?
$850 for pagers needs to go to 52260-06. That's
Which is
the
what?
DNR expense. So the
Okay.
pagers were bought with that.
Can you repeat that?
522 what?
52260-06 is where she wants it to go
Right.
to.
Because that was a DNR expense. Page. For our pagers.
Okay, one more time, 522 what?
Okay.
5226006.
Okay, thank you.
From 52211-07.
Correct.
Yep, I got that one.
And then for EMS training, number 5231006. There should be a $35 refund added into that because the BLS, he didn't go to that class, so NTC reimbursed us. No.
Where are you at?
52310.
523? Hold on.
Oh, yeah, please, please, please.
John did me a favor by not sending me
I
that whole
think
thing.
it's on page 15 of 15.
Yeah, I got 15, but I see
It's on
522, 515 is
52210.
5221004.
Okay, the one you're looking for is
One more page, keep going.
52310-06.
Page 15
yeah.
of 15.
Oh, 15 and 15.
Right,
Oh
keep
my
going.
God, no wonder.
So it was the $35?
Correct, there should be a refund in there on that account of $35.
Okay, and then you need a line item for your FICA, under fire department.
Oh, we do, we have a separate line item, give me a second.
Where is that?
It
Okay,
is,
I see
Here
it,
it is.
52210-04.
yes,
Okay, now, is that also on your salaries?
yes. Because the way John has ours set up is if you look at the chief's salary, the line item says chief salary / FICA. That's how he has our stuff put in there.
Yeah, and he's got them all put in there like that.
But I don't have,
Am I right, John?
That's how they were given to me,
but I
yes.
didn't
Okay.
see a separate line item itself for FICA. I found one for workers' comp, but I didn't find the separate one for FICA itself. Unless I missed it, but I don't think I did.
Nope, all of the FICA goes into the FICA that I was talking about.
Before, so that's, it's a line item in yours,
Oh, in ours?
in order to figure out your, you know, like you get salary,
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
So
so
how do we do that and how do I figure out how much that is?
take your gross wages, divide by .9235.
Divided by 9.235.
9235.
So do you,
Otherwise, no, never mind.
So what I do is on the computer, I can print out a payroll sheet that has all the runs with the dollar amounts, the meetings and the trainings. I add those all up along with whoever gets like officer pay and stuff. Give him a total, I send it over to him and he takes state, federal, FICA, he takes all that out of there. I have no idea what all that stuff is.
Yeah,
I just send him like the gross and he figures out the rest.
but he can take, put a line in under
Okay.
your payroll stuff and put it in there for your share.
Okay.
All right, so we're, any other changes for fire department?
But I don't have a mechanism to to void this, I mean,
You have to avoid it, put a line item under,
no, she's saying that she wants the money back. She wants the $35 expense removed from the training expense.
Because we got.
And I don't have a mechanism to do that. NTC sent a refund check.
Correct.
okay,
So there was, the net impact is $0. I don't have a mechanism, the only
change
mechanism I
that.
have is to void this $35 charge. And then I would have to void the $35 check, both of which would be
Well, okay,
inappropriate.
then
Right.
just leave it how you need to have it.
it's $35,
Well,
it's
I'm-
explainable.
It is, because I haven't explained on my end as to what happened there. So if he needs to leave it the way he needs to, that's fine, because I have it on my end where it's paid and then refunded.
Okay,
I have a question. There's a festival foods charge under training and education. Do you really wanna leave that in
Yes,
the
because-
category?
Yes, because we had that for a food night and we did that on meetings, and that's where that goes.
You wouldn't have it under like other
Nope.
expenses?
Mm-mm.
Oh,
okay, now I have a question. You changed this one for member recognition to where you have a negative amount. Couldn't you do that with that $35? Where David Carolyn paid for this,
Right. 'Cause
for the
then-
dinner?
Yeah, I guess I could change the
They have a
deposit
minus.
to be a,
Okay?
sure, I'll try and change the deposit.
But
What do you think about that?
Okay, I
Well,
would
from my
change the
standpoint, those
deposit
are the only two that
to,
needed to be changed. Otherwise, everything looks fine from what I went through. Everything else matches and it's good.
even the chainsaw under the state grant for the
Yep.
dinner? Okay.
Because we bought that off in the DNR grant money.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Alright.
Buildings and grounds, okay. Are we done with,
You're done with the fire department. We got it going.
So now we're to Public Works, 53000. Right?
yeah,
Okay. So administration for the highway.
hold on a second, let me find the page.
Page 1, Debbie.
Got it. 53000, it's 1 of 7, Carolyn.
This makes absolutely no sense. We just went like from 15 to 15, and now we're doing 1 to
Well, they're
7.
different sections,
Yeah.
that's what it is.
Yeah, yeah.
So we're on 1 of 7,
Yeah.
so
So,
we need to go,
Good God.
there you got it?
Half a book.
Yep, see, we went through that really fast.
That's great.
Okay, highway. I don't believe anything needs to come out of there. Do you, Rod?
I'm looking.
Because I know Pat called me on a couple of the, like Flemings, on whether or not to get it repaired, and I said, well, of course you gotta get it repaired.
and your 53,270 buildings and ground looks okay to me. I just wanted to make sure it looked okay to you as well.
53,270.
Yeah, that's the headings on the bottom of page 1 of 7, but all the items are on the top of 2 of 7.
You lost me.
Here's the
So
bottom.
on
bottom.
page 2 of 7, the top of
Okay.
it, that all belongs to category 53270, which is at the bottom of page 1. Like your category just didn't move with it.
On the first page, 53270,
Yeah.
buildings and grounds.
Yeah. So I was saying all these look okay to me, I just wanted to make sure those looked okay to you as well.
No, they should all go under parks. All of them.
You're full,
All of them.
you are full of beans.
Hey, it's worth a shot.
God. Wages and FICA, whatever we say it,
Micah,
FICA, I got it wrong. We've only said it 3 times today, and I still didn't get it right. And all the fuel seems right, like wasn't to parks, that all seems for highway, right?
Yeah, that'd be fine. And Pat Hill's trucks or whatever he needs to do.
Insurance, utilities,
What was the $99 Marshfield insurance for? That would be 53311-06, insurance under the highway department.
is there a premium, did they go up or something? It's on page 407, if that helps anybody.
I think it is, yes.
Well, that might be their portion.
Maybe, I don't
For
know.
what though?
Like, we're no.
I mean, there's no way in hell that's gonna cover the buildings,
No.
you know? I'm just curious, $99 just seems like a really odd number.
That's the amount attributed to the town garage for the amended policy, or it says amend L number 3 town garage.
Didn't we change insurance on it? Is that why?
So I think the board may have like increased the coverage on some of the
Yeah.
vehicles in there.
You might have missed one in the listing, I think.
I remember talking about it when they were
Okay,
here. Yeah, that makes sense then.
to add that one in, you mean?
Yeah.
Alright.
And in theory, we shouldn't have a category like that next year, because we should be just paying a lump sum.
I think when we got the policy though, there was one.
One missing?
Yeah.
One was missing,
Yeah.
and then we went back and put it on, and that's what it cost us.
That was the difference, okay. Utilities, put them under the park.
You are so full of baloney.
Yeah, but this is where it counts towards our roads though, so that gets more.
Yeah, I know, we're leaving it there, joking.
You and your traffic control can,
Cellcom, that was Pat's phone?
Yeah.
Okay.
That phone is still active, just so you know, so that bill will continue until you tell me to discontinue it.
well, I think it makes sense to continue it, right, until we hire.
Well, we have to,
someone.
if
Yeah.
I were you, I'd give it to Rod for now, until we get a full-time.
My feeling on it is we should stay with that phone, because then whoever we hire for the full-time guy,
Exactly.
if he goes on vacation, he can just take that phone, then hang it to the next
Hand it to the
guy. You don't
one.
accidentally call somebody on vacation going, hey, take care of the culvert, I'm on vacation, call the next guy.
Yeah.
No, I agree.
Because it wouldn't be an individual's phone, then it'd be the position's phone.
Okay,
All
so
right, so keep the phone. Rent a flash. I'm sure that was necessary. Salt, dust control, breaker run for Roman. Is that where you guys filled that all in down there, wasn't it?
Yep.
I think that all looks good.
You don't even know what the hell you're looking at.
I do too. You're full of beans. Quit being so hostile, Deb.
That was it, committee. So far, we took Quest, we paid about 75? Yeah, well, it says 77, but that was also with a couple of permits on there, wasn't it? Yeah, the 563 was the permits. So we still have, what, up to 93?
It's up, it's 90 something.
It,
I think 93.
I think both, either, there's one or two invoices in this upcoming check run.
Okay.
And I remember that they spent, whatever we agreed on, they spent it all, so.
Well, of course they spent it all, that was what the contract said, so. Street lights, garbage. When's their next meeting date?
Haven't heard, probably September, I think, maybe for the fall.
Yeah,
Those streetlights are on Stod, Route 8,
yeah.
and
We got what, 4 of them?
Galvin.
4 street lights?
There's one on man.
Oh, man, okay.
ones, if you look at the one on, drive past the one on Stad at night, how well it lights up the intersection, and then drive past Galvin. The one on Galvin doesn't do a very good job for the intersection. And some of the lighting on the intersection is nice for when you're plowing in the wintertime, because 99% of the time we try to do that at like 3 o'clock in the morning or 4 o'clock in the morning when there's low traffic. And that gives you just a little bit better when you're looking in your mirrors outside of the truck lights. So that one on Galvin, because the one that they did on Galvin, they put it up new, and then like 2 weeks later, they were back replacing it. I'm wondering if they just threw anything that they had just to make it go.
It needs to be repositioned or?
Some things with it, because it does not do as well as the one on Stad does. The one on Stad really takes care of the intersection. The one on Galvin really doesn't.
Who takes care of Stad? John?
That'd be a line of energy, probably.
I know we got 2 separate companies.
You know, you've got Marshfield Utilities.
But I thought the first one that they had on Galvin wasn't bad.
Marshfield Utilities.
Marshfield does Man St. Joseph's and Man County Highway E. And Alliant doesn't appear to specify what locations they're at.
So it'd be Stad and Drake. Alliant, right?
Who's humming?
I am.
Oh, okay. I thought it was mine.
No.
Northwest Recycling. Well, that is whatever it is, Northwest Recycling for Waste Management. There's nothing to do to change any of that. The parks, you got anything that you want to change out of there?
All mine look accurate. The only question I had is, does Zobler like automatically come every 3 months? Because I never call them, but I see that there's a charge here. I never call them. I don't know how they would come.
What'll happen is that if John's garage, that garage or the other one needs to be done, or the town hall needs to be done, they just go up and then they fill the truck with you.
Oh,
He told me that they don't, that they, or maybe that's what they were doing, but he told me that each have to be separate because they reported up to the county or something, saying that they emptied the tank.
I think there's one up there in that workroom, in the pavilion.
there is, but I never call and I've never heard it go off.
Well,
But I
if
see I
it
get
doesn't
a
go
charge.
off, then, yeah, because
Well,
we
if
just,
they're
it was
taking
not
it
done.
off the
It was,
top, then we don't have to worry about it at this point. I mean, if they're filling it with these two, you know, this tank and that one, and then they're topping off with, if they have any room, is that what you're saying, Ron?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I've never called them. I just didn't know if I needed to call them. Like I just saw them as a charge here.
In the spring of the year, we usually have Pat and I go up there, we check and see what's in your tanks, and then we pump it down, and then periodically we check it. Normally, you don't fill the 3 tanks through a summer, but we do keep an eye on it for you.
oh, there's been a lot more rentals though, so.
Well, it's
but you
time to
don't
check
know.
it again, but we also don't wanna go into winter with completely empty tanks either.
Yeah,
Because otherwise you don't get the heat from the.
well, they were there this spring.
Oh, right. I'm just saying that I've never called them,
Right.
but I don't know if I need to call them.
No, you
I mean,
got
I
it,
got
just,
it this point.
Okay.
I don't think so.
If the buzzer's going on,
Then somebody will let me know. but-
because you got room in there, I mean,
Yeah.
because you have 3 tanks. and you get
3
some room
tanks, yeah.
When the buzzer goes off.
So my refunds look good. The only thing that I had that, John, you had told me this and I don't remember what you said, but with the donation that I got, is that under, deposit?
Yeah.
Okay, alright. In the park fund, I assume? You don't have to look it up, I mean, it's not,
That went to Man Road, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have gone to, deposit all of those into the parks revenue,
The donation would have went.
and then it just wouldn't have been, so it's just under parks revenue. I
okay,
mean, it's not under the donation, I can create a new line if you want for donation.
that's fine, I just wasn't sure. And, yeah, that $100 donation probably paid for 3 shovels.
There you go.
If you want, so, Don, I don't think that we've moved that donation, but that occurred in this quarter, right? So
Correct, it's still in
just
this
put
quarter.
that on, put that
So
on.
the
here.
next time then we'll be explaining that.
Yeah,
Okay.
so that,
Well, if you
we'll have
would
to
want to
add,
move the donation, otherwise just leave it in there.
Well,
Into
because it's all in the main checking right now.
Oh,
We
moving
moved
over
it to
to
the
needs
park.
to go in,
Yeah.
yeah,
quarterly,
yeah.
by the.
So whatever, you know, let's say that we had a dozen rentals this quarter.
There'll be 1,300 then instead of
1,300,
1,200.
okay.
Unless somebody didn't get their refund for being dirty.
no, everybody should have except for the one, that she said keep it, so. Otherwise, that looks beautiful, in my
Does it?
opinion.
You know, these numbers are big, do you realize, you do know that these numbers are reflective of what's on Form C. And that's why this is the way that it is. And on the very first page of the revised budget, you will see 4,400 refunds and recoveries. That is how the state wants those reported.
Right.
So, you know, you guys are delineating them back to whatever department, like the
Mhm.
insurance and all that stuff. So, he'll have to keep track of that in another way, that those won't be
Mhm.
added to the department, it'll come back to there
Right,
when he does Form C.
Yep.
Just so you know,
yep. But for budgeting purposes.
for budgeting.
And we're gonna have to probably amend the budget anyway, probably, I would say, October in there somewhere. Reason being is, everything so far for like Quest is coming right out of the budget, for man, you know, that type of thing.
Yeah,
We'll see where we're at, and if we need to move it, we can, that other money.
alright.
So-
And we'll probably have to pay bills sooner or later from,
Unfortunately.
yeah, but it is what it is. So,
Good.
now we need a motion
Well,
to,
I just
what?
want to ask about one other thing. On the, also on your thing for the debt service that'll come in.
Mhm.
So when you guys made a motion, you made a motion to approve the bank, Associated Bank,
Mhm.
to do theirs. And in their terms, they have a thing that I have to put it into writing. And are we asking for the full 1 million? Because you guys, you kind of talked about whether or not we would, you know, how we would do that. But if everybody's in agreement that when I put that in writing, it has to be for the full million.
I would say at this point, yes, we can always pay some
Okay, I just
back.
wanted to hear that everybody agrees to that.
Because we did, we made a motion to borrow.
You made a motion to borrow, but it says up to $1 million, it doesn't say 1 million. So I just wanted to be clear that we're expressing to them exactly what we want.
Right,
Okay, and it is 1 million.
yeah.
You want a motion?
I see.
No, we can't.
No, I
She
just
just wants to
wanted,
make sure that.
yeah,
we're
John
all
can
on
put it in
same
the
page.
minutes, but you're shaking yes, Rodney? Yes, okay. I just watching. Yes.
But now we need a motion to amend as presented.
Oh, I
Oh.
move to amend the budget as presented and discussed.
Second.
Okay. Any more discussion?
I have a Fall Fest question.
What?
I have the pavilion blocked for Fall Fest. What do I need to do with it? Just leave it unlocked all day, or what do you guys do?
I have keys for up there to get out what we need, and then I relock it back up, and we just don't.
You don't have keys?
It's just for the.
Oh, I used to, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yes, Nicole's the only one that has a key.
We just go get the tables and chairs out, and we
Okay.
really don't use that for anything, but we may need the parking lot for some parking.
Oh, I'm not too worried. I just didn't know if I had to leave it unlocked all day. Like, I had no idea.
No,
No.
lock it up, we don't.
No,
We're not
no,
using it at all this time.
Oh,
No, we just need tables and chairs and possibly the parking lot, and we can just want
do you get it, like, all the chairs out on Friday, or what? Oh, so I can just unlock it, and then you can grab what you need, and then just lock what you're done? Okay. All right, sounds good.
So to be pedantic, we didn't amend the budget, we just amended where expenses are going. So I think that it would be appropriate, like, I was just gonna write in the minutes, the board directed the clerk to move various expenses to various different expense line items. Because nothing, there was no budget changes.
Yeah, I guess
Right.
you're right. True.
That's fine.
Yeah.
So just amend it.
So I amend my budget to what you
That's what I already
said.
said.
I amend my motion to what you said.
There you go.
Okay, thanks.
And Dave, you second it?
I'll second it.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried. Motion to adjourn,
So moved.
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
We're done.
Okay.
But anyway, back to that reclamation. I don't miss a beat.
I got it. Oh, $10 a piece. Oh, okay, I'm buying one ticket.
Dave, is
And I read
that reclamation? For that file?
She just said,
Okay.
Oh, no.
so.
I was talking about that.
And you'll get them. They're all set. And you're always 32. Yeah. I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about that.
We have to see if these new drops in terms of outside. We have to see for the new road, okay? So, there are.
They're working on some more.
Yeah, I'm sure.
It will come to
John,
working out to
Yeah.
$67.54.
I have
30.
the big keys.
Oh,
I talked to
So
her
all
about
they
that
do
too.
is just
I
have it
remember
and
them
then
today.
put it on.
Usually we
The way
get
it
some
is after
dates.
it's spent.
Good for that.
Yeah.
oh,
No,
I'm glad you said something. Yeah, yeah.
I have that.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's with her.
This is the company that has the
Casey's doing this
Um,
sign, I don't have to, and Caleb, I don't touch it, okay? I just wanna make sure I got that
Yeah.
this weekend if it
That's
dries
okay.
out. No, I-
You're out of Illinois. I would have,
And nobody's.
I don't remember.
I'm sure Caleb's
No,
going
no,
to-
it was Rachel Lang, but she's retired. It's somebody else now.
Okay,
Um,
because I know I had talked to her quite a while ago.
yeah, oh, shit, what the hell was her name?
Oh, you know, where do I take this one?
Corrective asphalt materials,
Ah.
Posting box.
But
CAM.
anyway, except for some
Oh,
Dave,
no, take it. I know.
Dave better be bringing them in.
Actually, it's on the website too.
Go down that road that he's.
Yeah.
I'll show you mine.
Okay, you show me mine. You're, are you,
Lori?
I'm coming.
So, did you notify everybody that they had to, what was
I
the
labeled
thing
out the
that
new
you
piece
said,
again.
that they have to have things in
I
by
would
Friday?
kinda like
Yep,
to just
everything has to
throw
be
the
turned
keys
into you
that I
by
have
Friday.
to
Just ready to go.
I mean, I have no idea how you would.
Okay, so that's what we
I don't
need.
even know what to
There's a
do.
lot in the town.
I know.
Like,
And that's okay with me, if you do, well, I don't know what time you need to get done so you can leave, but just let me know.
I hope they-
I'll take it, because I can do it Saturday morning and I have to.